Hi everyone, welcome back to the More Motion YouTube channel. So today we're going to unbook a bag. So I just finished reading Immortal Dark by Tigest Girma?
I just went on her Instagram, this is voiceover, and the correct way to pronounce her name is Tigest Girma.
Monday of this week, and I finished it yesterday, and I absolutely loved this book. And well, the FMC, she was a bit when I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is she doing? But I ended up really enjoying the book, and she definitely done some things, the female main character, that I was really questioning. But all in all, I really loved this book. So what did I do? I saw that she was going to be in Manchester, and I booked a ticket to her book event. So we're going to get ready and go to the book event today. It's at 6:30 and I'm gonna get my book signed, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so disappointed that we're only gonna get, look at my handsome man Aaron. I'm so disappointed that we're only gonna get the second book in November of this year, but it's gonna be well worth the wait. Yeah, so I'm gonna get ready now. I literally just finished work, and I will see you guys there. Well, you're gonna see me there, and you're gonna watch me on YouTube being there and coming home. And I'm gonna stop talking now.
That is the reality of moving and leaving home. And I found my relationship with Amharic, which is the official language of Ethiopia, fade gradually as well. Not so much in speaking and listening, but in writing it, because I would not write it every day. I would be writing in English every single day. So it's still something that sort of haunts me to this day, and it's something that I want to actively improve. Otherwise, it will sort of fade into the abyss. It will just completely disappear. Same with other cultural slang or practices day to day that make you who you are. I'm this person from Ethiopia. Those pieces sort of fade away. So I wanted to explore that through Kidan, and I was like, what would happen to her if, as a young child, that she was suddenly taken away from her mother tongue, and how does that affect her when she comes in? No wonder she does all these impulsive things and reacts and puts herself in very dangerous situations with no regard for herself, because she doesn't value her life. And that's why the metaphor for burning is throughout. And burning also has another one where the way she killed is with burning as well. So she's like, with fire, right? And I think because she did that, she took someone's life through fire.
Live. I want to live.
Okay. So Eternal Ruin, again, it's coming out September. And these are some of the things it has. First, we have a new villain introduced. Yes. And we get to explore about, the sister's parents. We have a lot of mystery and secrets around the Adana house. What happened to it? Why is nearly everyone gone and dead? We learn more about that. And we get to know more about the friendship group we have. Soselin, Yusuf, GK. They sort of go through another tribulation with mastering the houses, their individual houses. There's a lot of interpolitics in this one that they have to deal with, and we'll see if their friendship sort of can survive that again. But besides that, there's a lot of twists and turns like book one. And then we have these quotes that I sort of picked for you guys. So they're out of context. I'm not gonna tell you who said them, which character said them. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna. It's just a quote from the book. So here are they. So 1, not many things terrify me, but your death does. It has power over me in the way nothing else does. That's quote 1, and you can imagine who says that. I don't know who says that. I don't know. And then there's another one. You don't have to be afraid of him, Eris. I'm going to teach you how we punish those that abandon their friends. Ooh. I wonder who says that. Okay, 2 more. I have my limits. I'm tired of having you as a hidden enemy. And the last one. Her heart has stopped.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and now I'm
Hi everyone. This is a random clip that I'm going to add into my video, and I'm basically just going to talk about what I'm feeling right now. So I went to go see Tigest yesterday at the meet and greet, and that's a lie, it wasn't yesterday, it was on Thursday, and I'm actually doing some fan art, just because I was just like, I love the book so much, and meeting Tigest like just made me like the book so much more. And I was just thinking about it and how I've grown to like the characters, dislike some characters, and yeah, so I started doing this fan art piece, which I'm hoping to finish over the weekend. It looks a bit crazy right now because it's all gonna make sense in the end, basically. It's all gonna make sense in the end. But I'm just like, I was drawing this and I was listening to Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her, and it just perfectly represents them as a couple. Well, they're not a couple yet, but as like a pairing, and it's like, it's making my heart hurt so much. And spoilers, kind of spoilers, like at the end of the story, obviously Sisenios within the book, he is like a human within the house, and that's when June makes her reappearance. And I was just really thinking, I was just really deep in it, and I'm just like, my heart was just like started aching because I feel like something bad is gonna happen to him, and I'm just not ready for that, because like over this course of the story I started to really like Sisenios. Even Kidan, I was just like, she's a bit sus. But as I've grown and I've read through the book, I grew to like really like both of them and like both of them together, and I want to see how their relationship is going to evolve in like book 2. And I was just sitting here drawing and listening to the song, and I just felt really sad because I was just like, what if something bad happens to one of them? I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'm being so dramatic, but it's so weird when you connect with a book so much that it's like, you kind of feel the pain with the characters. Like, obviously book 2 hasn't been released yet, but I can already see what might happen. And I was just like so sad, like thinking about what might happen to Sisenios or even Kidan, but especially Sisenios, because I feel like he's particularly vulnerable right now. And like, I'm in my pajamas, I haven't like gotten ready to film. I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, I need to put this somewhere in the video, because it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. Like, I need to tell someone about this. Like, Tigest is not helping my mental health. My mental health is gonna be in the fucking gutter. I know, as soon as book 2 is released, my mental health is gonna be in the absolute shitter, and I'm not ready for it. I'm excited for it, but I'm not ready for it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on with my what do you call it, fan art, and I'm gonna post it. I just know it's gonna look so good in the end, and I'm so excited to see it. I really love like drawing it, and I feel like I'm feeling the emotions of the characters, even the way how it was originally drawn. I'd drawn Kidan's face in a way, but now I'm kind of like, I want the fan art to be on how I see their relationship going forward from the end of book 1 into book 2. And the way that Kidan's face was, like, I've changed it because I wanted it to represent that, where she kind of like softens a bit more and she's a bit more accepting of Sisenios. I fucking love Sisenios, like, I fucking love him. I fucking love the man. Like, now he's so vulnerable. And I can't bear the thought of something bad happening to him. Anyways, that's my little rant. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the video because I look a state, but there's that. It was
Okay, hi. Let me pick up my fallen doll, who was on the floor. So I went to the market last week and I picked up a new crochet doll. I've just been collecting a bunch of them, and there's one particular stall that I really love. So I called her Pineapple. Well, her full name is Pineapple Ananaj, and that just means pineapple because Ananaj means pineapple in Portuguese. So this is Pineapple. She's going to be sitting with us as I talk about the book that I read last week. I'm just going to put her here. So the book the book in question is Immortal Dark. So I went to go see Tigest last week at her book event in Manchester at Waterstone, and honestly it was such a lovely and intimate setting. That was my first ever book event, and there was something about like being there and getting to meet the author that was made me connect so much more with the book and love it so much more. Even after finishing the book and I got to the end, halfway through the book I'd already done my pre-order for book 2, which is Eternal Ruin. But I was just like, I love this book so much more because I understand her mindset and how she came about creating the characters. And the way she spoke about them was like they were like real people, and I was just like, this is like really cool. Like, I know in order to like make convincing characters you need to think of them as like real people, but like the way she spoke about them, it was just like, that's so cool. And so I just love the book even more. So she signed the book. I'm gonna put in a clip of the signature somewhere here, and I loved it. It was so good meeting her. Also, the person asking Tigist the questions was really funny, so that just made it even more entertaining. There were some clips that I was able to get, and I will insert them into the video. I just wasn't able to record all the time or as much as I wanted to, just because 1, I wanted to pay attention to the actual book event, 2, because I thought it would be a bit weird if I just had my phone out the entire time. So yeah, I didn't do that, but I managed to finish the book in I think like 3 days, and that's impressive for me because I have a really short attention span, but this book had me hooked in. And I think 3 days it took me to finish the book. And I just want to talk a little bit about the book. I don't really have a structure to this video. I'm just gonna waffle for a little bit and then I'm gonna upload the video. So first off, when I first started reading the book, how did I feel about it? I felt a bit meh, if I'm honest. I was like, not really sure, especially with Kadan. She's the FMC, and the way she acted and the things that she'd done in the beginning, I was a bit like, I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not sure if I like this. This is very dark, and I love a good dark book within reason. And you know what, I'm just going to say exactly what happens. So spoilers, if you don't want to hear any spoilers about the book, then you can skip on. This is not going to be a super in-depth like analysis. I'm just going to say what comes to mind. So with Kadan, she kills her foster mum, and we find out about this in the beginning. And at first I was just like, what the actual fuck? Like, what could have made someone kill their foster mum, right? And this is my first like impression of Kadan, and I'm just like, okay, this is not what I expected. Definitely on the more darker side. And I was just like, okay, you know what, we're gonna give it a chance. And I kept reading, but the way the words flowed, like, it made sense in my brain. I don't know how to explain it. It just like, it was such a good read, even though in the beginning I was a bit like, what the hell is happening right now? Why is this how FMC? Why is she like a murderer? Just like off the bat. So then I'm gonna skip to the point where she meets Seseños, which is the MMC, and their first like kind of interaction is her killing a bird. And I was like, girl, what the fuck is happening? Like, what the hell? Like, there's like a dying bird, and then he finds her in like the middle. I don't know if they're in the middle of the street, they're just somewhere. So he finds her and she's walking, and then she finds this dead bird, and then they're talking about it, and he's like, oh well, give it to me. And then she's like, no, you're just gonna like kill it. So she kills it in front of him, like she squeezes it to death. And I'm just like, I think it's because it had like a broken wing, so it was gonna die eventually. But damn, like what the hell, like you're just killing the bird like that. And he's just like, oh, that's totally fine. Oh my god. So that was pretty intense. I wish I'd written more notes on this, that way I could talk a bit more sequentially about what happened. But we're gonna skip into it. Who else stood out to me within the book? Obviously Ceseños. That man, I fucking love Ceseños. I love him. He was well, they pretty much hate each other up until like, dare I say, 2/3 into the book. They like hate each other. He wanted her gone out that house because they need to like stay in the house together. And so she was basically like, I'm gonna stay because I'm the rightful owner of this house. And essentially, I don't know if I should give like a background. Basically, with the book, or with this house that she moves into after she's killed her foster mum, she needs to move into this house and like master the house in order to claim ownership of it. And so Ceseños was originally there, and he didn't want her to be there because he wanted to keep the house for himself. So they're in a battle. Well, not in a battle. They have differentiating wants for the house. So one party wants the house, the other party wants the house, and so they hate each other. Yeah, typical. We were expecting that, enemies to lovers. So yeah, but Kadan is evil. Like, she barely steps foot in the house and she's like breaking all his shit. I think the worst thing that he done was put her on a roof, and that was like, I'm trying to think of what else he's done in the book. Like towards the beginning, that was like the worst thing that he'd done. She got in there, Kadan got in there, she like started smashing up his shit, like all his treasures and stuff, and she was just like, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot the most obvious thing. Why is she doing this? Why is she even in this house? It's because she's looking for her sister. So she's trying to look for her sister, who went missing because she was kidnapped by vampires. And then yeah, so now she's like, as soon as she enters the house, she starts blaming Ceseños and saying, oh well, it was you who kidnapped my sister, or you know who done it or whatnot. And Ceseños is like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, but he also, I can't remember if he like explicitly denies it, but it's obvious that he actually didn't do it himself. So eventually, yeah, she figures out that it's not him, and after publicly embarrassing him multiple times, my god. But by the end of the book, I actually love them together. So they eventually like start building their relationship, and when they realize, okay, I actually don't hate you, they start building up their relationship, and it's so much better. And there were so many like interesting moments, like the bathhouse scene and all that kind of stuff. I think the next time I do a book review, I will try to be a bit more succinct in my points, because right now it feels like I'm rambling. And yeah, I feel like it was such a good book. If you love vampires, dark academia, random murders, all that kind of stuff, you're gonna love this book. Our female MC will make that shit happen for you. She will literally kill anybody for like a slice of bread. Yeah, and I started making some fan art on the book. Oh, well, not on the book, for Ceseños and Kadan. And I was hoping to finish it before the creation of this video, but I don't think it's going to be done. So we'll just have to see. I'm probably gonna post it to my Tumblr or Instagram. But yeah, overall, I really love the book. I was looking on like Goodreads, and the reviews are like mixed. So I just decided I'm never gonna look at good reviews or Goodreads anymore, just because it kind of skews your opinion of books. And I really don't like that, because well, for one, you want to be able to formulate your own opinions. Second of all, I feel like people are just like, it's not that deep, just read the book, enjoy the book. Like, some people are very overly analytical, I think, on books. Analytical, yeah, whatever, and they just you're supposed to read into it, but like, just enjoy it. Like, there's no need to be, well, if you want to do that, go ahead, but I just feel like it's a bit much. Anyways, I love the book. Tigest, I know you're gonna absolutely break my heart when it comes to Eternal Ruin, and I can't deal with it. I'm gonna definitely reread the book at some point. I'm gonna give it a couple months, and then I definitely will be rereading it. And yeah, which other characters stood out to me? Let me just like open up the pages. Oh, I also really like the world building. Like, it just made sense in my head. Like, even Uxley Uxley is the university that all the vampires and the humans reside in, because that's like the only safe place for them to reside together safely. So I really like that. June is her Kadan's sister, and the one that went missing. I hate that bitch. Like, I just know she's gonna cause like some ruckus in book 2. I just know she is. Like, the fact that she even got up, packed up her shit, fixed her face to leave, and abandoned her sister to go with some random vampires says a lot to me. And she makes an appearance, or she returns. She kind of reunites with her sister towards the end, or like at the very end of the book. So I just know June is gonna come and mess some shit up. I just know it, and I won't forgive her for it. I don't know if June is gonna maybe like have a redemption arc like Kadan did. Well, I would say Kadan is still on her redemption arc. Like, I know it's only book 1, but I'm pretty sure Kadan is still very much on her redemption arc, and she's gonna make mistakes. So is Sesenyo, so are all the characters. But yeah, I just don't like June. I don't like her. Sorry. See, I just opened like a random page, and it's an interaction between Kadan and Sesenyos. And Selen is also an interesting character. I like what she represents within the book. Well, she does like kill off one of her friends to get her dad in jail, so that was intense. But I kind of like her for doing that. I do. When I found out it was her, it wasn't like oh my gosh, she done it. I was like, oh my gosh, she done it. But I get it. Like, I get it. I do. Like, she wanted to get rid of her abusive dad, who was like a weirdo. Sacrificing her friend is a bit extreme, but I guess that's what needs to be done. I'd probably say another character that has a special place in my heart is GK. GK is one of Kadan's friends. So there's not Sesenyos, there's Slen, GK, Yusuf, and there used to be the other girl, which I forgot her name now. She got killed off by Slen. Sacrificial lamb. She got killed off. GK is just so innocent, and what they done to him, like, this friendship group, them four, they're insane. Like, I would never want to be in a friendship group with them. Would I? Maybe, but they're a bit intense. They're very intense, a lot of them. I was gonna say maybe for good reason, but I don't think there is a good reason. They kind of just they just, yeah, they're very intense. Like they're ready to kill each other off at any point. Like there's a point where Slen and Yusuf kill GK, and I'm just like, huh? Why would you do that? Because he found out about some murders that the other two, no, GK found out about the murders between Slen and Yusuf, and so their plan is just like, okay, we're just gonna kill you now, because GK is like a super like humble, innocent boy, and now they kind of like regret their actions, and they're like, okay, we're gonna revive him by turning him into a vampire. Huh? What the hell? Like, there's just so much to take in with this book. Honestly, I feel like I probably didn't do it justice in the way that I've explained it. That's partially because I haven't written notes, partially, and because I'm just like speaking off the top of my head. But if you're thinking about getting the book, you like morally dark stuff, get the book. Get the damn book. Also based on African mythology, yes, absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. I can't wait for book 2. I don't know if I ended that really well, but yeah, I was gonna say I'm deceased. That's basically the end of the video. Let me show you guys my artwork before you go. That. It's still in progress, but that is some artwork that I've been doing. It looks like they don't have eyes, but that's just because I haven't added in the eyes yet. But it will make sense. Yeah. Thank you if you got to this point in the video and listen to me waffle, which I don't know who will want or get to this point, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.